So we have a question from Stearns County. He wants to talk about potential legislation dealing with abuse and neglect in assisted living situations, nursing home situations. It references a House Bill 3308, but I know that this has been a topic in discussion in both the House and Senate. Maybe we'll start with you, Representative Baker.
Deb Keel is chairing, I think she's carrying that bill that you had mentioned already, Barry. Very good information coming forward. We've had some heartbreaking stories. And this is a serious issue that we've got to deal with like we've never seen before. I didn't realize that some of the assisted living homes didn't have the licensing or the registration that I guess I assume they did. And so we need to work on that. But I think Representative Keel's bill really dives into understanding what is missing. What do we need to do? I know that she's got big plans of coming back next January to really kind of dive into this thing without kind of reaching too far too fast. We also want to be careful we don't take away access to some of the good players out there, so that if we did move too fast in this arena, we might lose some good operators right now. And I think access, like we mentioned, daycare, not that they're the same, but there's availability for families that have a good place to go. So we've got a problem, and we've got some horrific stories that we've heard. We've got to address this thing quickly, and I think she's got the right bill at this time for this issue.
I think we have to address. I hope we can take some big steps this year. Certainly the assisted living, I think that was a surprise to a lot of people that we basically don't regulate that. It's just housing, and we haven't had that, and yet there's some horrific things happening in assisted living as well as in nursing homes, and I'm very hopeful we're going to have some significant legislation this year, perhaps to be followed up more specific stuff, especially on assisted living next year.
Yeah.
But I think there's a good chance, I hope it's going to happen this year.
Well, I agree with John. I think what I'm concerned is, it kind of reminds me a little bit about the child care issue. You know, there was a statewide set of hearings a couple of years ago, and we've kind of known that there's this issue out there, and we keep delaying, and it feels like we're delaying again this year. Meanwhile, families are struggling, and same thing here. You know, the last story where the woman passed away in the assisted living facility, wasn't found for a couple of days. That can't be tolerated. That should tell us right now that we've got to act now. And I think it's pretty obvious. I think there's a consensus that assisted living facilities need to be licensed. And I work closely with a couple of folks who provide, I think, excellent services in our community. And they say, yeah, that's the next step, that we've got to actually protect our industry. They also remind me appropriately, let's not go too far to make it impossible to make that work for them. One of the things they mentioned is that a concern, and I hope this becomes part of the solution as well, is people who are not working appropriately and are removed or, removed from employment in a facility due to neglect should not be able to get a job in another place. And I think that's a bit of a challenge in this, but it's time to go to licensing, and I hope we can be aggressive. You know, we only meet in these sessions every several months, and there's going to be that interim is going to be a long interim. I think I would hope that this session is a little more aggressive than a study or a task force, that sort of thing. I think we know that licensing, it's time for licensing, it's time to move on it.
Well, I think, it's been alluded to, and I would just add to it that, again, when there's bad players out there, we need to deal with them, and we need to deal with them appropriately. And yet we have to make sure that we don't use that broad paintbrush and just color everyone the same with that same brush, because we do have a lot of terrific providers out there. My mother was in the nursing home the first 3 years I was in office, and I can't say enough about the quality and the care of the people that were working with her, and we have to recognize that there are a lot of great people out there in that industry, and quite frankly, none of them do it to get rich by any stretch of the imagination. They do it.
That's a frequent question about the compensation.
That's right, for the love, and they do it for the love and care of their fellow person, and we have to recognize that. But when we do catch those bad actors, we need to step forward and we need to deal with them appropriately. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, from a regulatory standpoint, we want to deal with the bad actors, but we make everybody suffer as a result of that, and that's what we have to be careful of.